Hello there, Rasi. Alright, so let's go. These two pie charts illustrate the ways of energy usage and contribution to greenhouse gas contribution. Let's see. So we could have said the contribution of greenhouse gases towards the contribution of greenhouse gases to global warming. In that context, it would have been okay. However, we didn't really say it like that. So let's see, these two pie charts illustrate the ways of energy usage and contribution to greenhouse gas emissions, perhaps in a normal Australian household. However, it would have been better. These two pie charts illustrate energy usage and greenhouse gas emission in a normal Australian household. Good. Or typical would have been also slightly more accurate than normal. In the first pie chart, the largest proportion of 72% energy is collectively used for heating, 32%, and water heating. Okay. So we don't need the word energy. Okay, the largest proportion, 72%, is collectively used for heating, 42%, and water heating, 30%, whereas the smallest proportion of 2% is used in cooling. Excellent. The remaining quarter is occupied by lighting, refrigerator, and other appliances at 4%, 7%, and 15% respectively. Excellent. Very good. Very good. That's fine. Normally, I would advise against mixing written fractions with numerical ones. However, you pulled it off okay. It's logical there. So, and well done for using superlative and the comparison. We could have done with a comma there, I think, as well. Okay, turning to the second pie chart, the highest contribution, which is just above 30%, is represented through water heating, while the lowest amount is reported from cooling systems. Good. Second most, the second largest or the second greatest emitter of greenhouse gas, 28%, is released from the appliances. Both heating systems and refrigerators contribute equally at around 15% each. We can't say are equally contributed, okay? Contribute equally at around 15% each. Overall, it can be clearly seen that two-thirds of household energy is used for heating purposes, and water heating has contributed 1/3 of greenhouse gas in an average Australian house. Very, very good. Excellent. So how could we have said this differently? We could have said, overall, it can be clearly seen that the main uses of energy are heating purposes, okay, and the main source of greenhouse gas is, okay, yes, so they say the main uses of energy are heating, and this is also the main contributor or the main producer of greenhouse gas in an Australian house. Okay, just making a little bit more general and avoiding sort of like the numbers here, just giving an overall idea. Avoid the numbers and just put clearly what's happening. Okay, a great task one. Very impressed with that. Let's go. These diagrams illustrate the life cycle of the salmon. It's fine, because we know salmon is fish. There are three main phrases in this species: Saxon genitive, comma, okay, species life cycle. In phase 1, smaller fish called fry, who are around 3 centimeters to 8 centimeters in length, swim into the lower river. They live in this fast-flowing area for approximately 4 years. Good. Then they become young salmon called smolt, growing in length to about 12 centimeters to 15 centimeters. Yeah, growing in length to about 12 centimeters to 15 centimeters. Capital D. During the second phase, smolt enters to the open sea, where they live nearly 5 years and mature into adult fish. Good. Adult salmon are long around. Adult salmon reach around 70 to 76 centimeters, and they migrate to the slow-moving upper river in the final phase. Then salmon fish lay eggs under the small stone of reeds. Okay. Eggs are hatched after 5 to 6 months of incubation period. Thereafter, small fish swim through the reeds to the upper river, then to the lower river. The life cycle of the salmon fish goes on. Lowercase r. Overall, there are, let's see. Overall, there are, I wouldn't have said 3. It sounded like there were much more. Let me see. You're totally right. So overall, there are 3 stages ranging. Overall, there are 3 stages starting from rivers and eventually reaching sea and eventually reaching the open seas. During this period, the salmon grows 10 times in length. During this period, the salmon greatly increases in size to reach around to reach over a meter, upon which the cycle is started again when the salmons re-enter the river. Something like that. An overall statement would have been good though. Excellent work there, Rasi. So what I want you to do now is implement those corrections. And also, we have a class this afternoon. If you want to write down your questions, okay, and just get it clear in your head what you want to get out of the class. We'll be focusing a bit on speaking and a bit on writing. But if you've got a burning issue regarding some other part of the test, that's fine. We can talk about that as well, okay? But it's good. It's usually better if you focus what you want to get out of the class and what you get out of the class, and let's see what you want to get out of the class and what you want to cover in most detail. Okay, excellent work. Let's carry on improving.